There's some serious contentious issues between the Linda Mwannachi group and the United Opposition. And perhaps that's why up until now we are yet to see them working together. But anywho, be that as it may, in this video I want us to look into some of the reasons why there's a rift between the two. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Now the first challenge for the duo is the Nairobi women rep position. You see, DCP have Millicent Omanga and Linda Mwannachi have Pauline Njoroge. Of the two, who will prevail and who will be shelved for another day? That is one major issue that they must discuss and resolve. And it's no joke, even last Sunday, there's a bishop who put pressure on Sifuna and Babu Owino to allow Pauline Njoroge to see through her candidature. Just listening to this.
Nataka kumuita msichana wetu hapa Pauline, Babu Owino. Huyo msichana amenifuata sana kwa sababu ya hii. Bwana Sifuna, huyu msichana wetu wa hapa mlima Pauline, ndio hii mambo ifike mahali tuko, amenifuata sana. Hata kama hajaniambia, mimi niko na ombi moja tu. Mkipanga maneno yenu, msimufiche. Wacha hata yeye aonekane.
Check, 1, 2.
Hata nyota yake msaidie ifanye nini? Hata yeye ipae, kwa sababu amekuwa mwaminifu kwenu na amewatetea sana ili tuweze kuja hapa.
Although if you ask me, at the end of the day, this decision rests with Rigathi Gachagua. He has two options: be loyal to the party, DCP, and stand with your candidate, Millicent Omanga, all the way to the very end, because she was there all the way from the beginning. Or be loyal to the community and cross the aisle and support Pauline Njoroge Mutu wa Nyumbani and see her through to the very end at the ballot. Those are the two things that Rigathi Gachagua must decide. I think the decision lies with him, because if he supports Pauline Njoroge, I'm sure Sifuna and Babu will be siding with him, because this is somebody on our end. We endorse that. We are with you on that one. But if he sticks with Millicent, what then happens to Pauline Njoroge? They must iron that one out. Number 2, we are having the issue of the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. Again, DCP and the United Opposition are having James Gakuya aka Bazenga, and Linda Mwannachi are having Babu Owino. Who will stand down for who? That is another question they must answer before they pretend to be working together. And they're quite different, the two of them. Babu is young, loved by everybody. Gakuya is older and well-mannered. And in that particular scenario, I don't see one of them deputizing the other. Kila mtu ako na ego. Babu cannot go from being MP of Embakasi East to being Bazenga's deputy. He won't accept. It's a mockery. Bazenga on the other side cannot deputize Babu Owino. He would rather just be out of the race altogether. So when they sit down and discuss, who's going to prevail? Though for me, I feel this decision is tied down to the women rep decision. If Gachagua ignores his own candidate Millicent Omanga and supports Pauline Njoroge from the mountain, then the argument for the gubernatorial seat will be that, hey, you have Pauline Njoroge going for women rep, so you cannot also have James Gakuya going for governor. This one you have to leave for Babu Owino. And if at all it is Millicent Omanga who is picked as the women rep, then the argument will be Mlima needs to have a candidate in Nairobi, so Babu stepped down for Gakuya. I feel like these two positions are going to be tied to each other. And if it is not resolved, there is no Linda Mwannachi working with DCP and United Opposition. It won't make sense. Issue number 3 is the issue of the presidential candidate. United Opposition are backing Kalonzo Musyoka. Linda Mwannachi are backing Edwin Sifuna. So now what happens? Kalonzo is older, so he's less likely going to be interested in deputizing anybody anywhere at any given time. But the disadvantage for him, Ruto has that on him. Little as it might be, he keeps calling him out for being in government for 50 years and not doing much. He keeps calling him out of grabbing government land in Sekuru. He keeps calling him out that his only development is building a small police station somewhere in some corner. But have you noticed that the president has nothing to say about Edwin Sifuna? Which corruption case? A senator is in charge of 0 funds in their county. Hawezi sema senator alikula basari, senator alikula pesa ya barabara. They don't get access to any funds touching on development. So the advantage of Sifuna as a candidate, there is nothing to critique. That's the positive. The negative, there is nothing to qualify him at the same time, because if you have no access to any funds to do any development, what is your track record besides speaking truth to power? That's the question. But on the side of Kalonzo, he's been in charge of funds in this country. There's little to show for it, and Ruto is hammering him on and on about it. But then again, he's a seasoned politician. He's at the right age for the presidency. The stars are aligned for Kalonzo Musyoka. I think Sifuna might end up deputizing Kalonzo. That one I don't see much of an issue, but when it comes to Nairobi, there is a big problem. Iyo ya Babu na Gakuya, Pauline Njoroge na Millicent Omanga, it has to be resolved, or these two groups will never work in tandem. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below, and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. Who do you think should deputize who in the women rep seat, in the gubernatorial seat, and in the presidential seat between Sisindo Sifuna group and the DCP stroke United Opposition group? Just drop me your comments. I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Miner switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.